How's it going? Yeah. All right, man. Let's shoot the shit. I didn't know where my camera was
Gosh.
for a second, dude. I was like, fuck. I'm not used to this setup yet. But anyway. What's good, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. Just working, chilling, playing basketball, and then trying to get my weight down. It's one thing I've been meaning to do for a while now. Now that I'm being more active now, because do have a lot more energy from working and doing other things.
Right,
It's
right,
one thing I do
right.
want to get.
I get
But yeah,
you.
man. Just like I said, just doing the things I've been needing to be doing.
I get you. I get you. It'd be like that, you know? It'd be like that.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, it's good that you're doing good though. Kind of interesting what you're doing with the lighting there, bro. You might want to
I know. I'm
turn
about to
on
do
the
that
light
right
or something.
now. Yep.
There you go. Oof, that was bright.
I know. So I turned it the way down as you can get.
I mean, you probably could stand to be a little bit brighter, but I mean, you're good.
I
But
like to
anyway,
dwell into the abyss.
well, yeah, okay. Anyway, what the hell was that? I just got some kind of notification for something, and I don't know what it was. That was weird. It was just a blue YouTube notification. I'm just like, what?
It's like reminding you, hey, you're live right now.
Yeah. But anyway, um, I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah. What do you think of the band of the week?
I think it was good. Like I said, I think we got to do a little more information on our bands before we could,
My thing is this. My thing is
have our
this.
polls.
Uh, I was expecting more information, and then Wiki didn't have a whole lot um,
Hmm.
compared to the other times, right? The thing is, I'm
Yeah.
trying to reduce time on that shit, which is why I skimmed through a lot. I didn't skim a lot on this one because, again, there was a lot, or there was not a lot of information, right? But
Yeah.
as far as uh, our normal ones go, yeah, I've been trying to reduce them for a while because I don't want to go on and on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Um, and then what I did today was actually a really cool thing. The whole that we played three of their songs. I actually like that concept a lot. I think I'm gonna keep doing that. Where whatever band of the week is, I'm just gonna play three songs of theirs after we talk about their history.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing to have.
Hmm.
But that's just me personally.
No, I agree with that, man. Like, because like we're trying to educate our viewers about bands that have a history and have left their mark, in the metal world.
Yeah, yeah.
So we should I just feel like it's our responsibility to introduce them and endow them the right way.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be the new thing. Is gonna be after history, we're gonna go three songs, three random songs. Like I'm just not gonna be like, oh, I know the song I'm gonna play it. Oh, he knows this song. Let's play that. It looks like no, like I'm just gonna go in and click on three random songs and put them in the queue, and just listen to them and see what happens. And the
Well,
reason I go with three is because I've had issues with songs before, like when Taco was doing the show with me, back when we were still on campus, there was a band called Clutch that was country metal, right?
mm-hmm.
And so we played one of their songs and we did not like it. But I gave them the benefit of the doubt and I put a second song on. And the second song was their cover of Fortunate Son. And that shit was a banger. It was good.
Nice.
And then because the second song was so good, I gave him another chance and put a third song in, and that one was also good. So I say three songs because it's a good way to be like, these are three random songs. Hopefully, all of them are good. But if one of them sucks, at least the other two probably won't.
Yes,
Statistically speaking.
it's a good concept.
So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. And like
Nice, man.
depending on how I end up restructuring history, uh, um, the history segment, I should say. Depending on how I restructure that, I might end up bumping it up to five if time
All right.
permits. If time permits.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm comfortable with three. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is like closing the poll sooner so that I could do research on band of the week
Right.
before the show, and then
Gotcha.
have like key points type of thing, you know?
Yeah, I feel you, man. And I guess I feel it's important to. Now, I do agree with the 3 random song things because who knows, like an absolute banger could come out and maybe we would want to know more about that song.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, that's what the banner does. Sorry, I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out the whole banner thing, from YouTube, and I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing. Like I put something, I was like, okay. Right now that this notification came up, it had the banner on it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Sorry to bring back like old stuff, but like I'm just curious. We were talking about this during the show. Like, I understand like your reasoning behind skipping anime intros and outros. Like to me personally, like there's some intros and outros that are like bangers that you just can't skip. Like I really enjoy listening to.
I mean, here's the thing. Um, when I'm watching a show or something, I'm usually never in it for the music, right? And that's something that I mentioned. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the reason why I'm never really into the music and all that is because I'm there for action or story.
Yes.
And while of course I am a huge advocate to music telling stories and all that, this much is true. I feel personally that I don't need to hear that in the anime intro for me to be able to enjoy the anime, right? Some people think that way. Some people don't, to each their own type of thing. But that's just how I feel about it. And so every time there's a new intro for whatever, sure, I'll watch it because I want to give it a chance, right?
Yes.
What I failed to mention during the podcast is that when I have found intros that I thoroughly enjoy, I will sit there and watch it each week. I'll watch the intro because fuck it, right? Until I
Yeah.
get bored of it. So I failed to mention that during the podcast, but when I did like Attack on Titan, the first intro, I would always watch it. The third intro, the one from season 2, I'd always watch that one because they were good intros, right? I almost always watch the Dragon Ball intro, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. I'd always watch those because I like those, right? But not all the time do I get one that I like that. Even One Piece. One Piece is right now far and away my favorite anime. And the current intro I don't really like too much. The previous one though, that one was fucking epic when I first watched it. I remember, getting excited about Wano arc. And this is non-spoilers, so anybody that's trying to watch it, I won't be saying any spoilers other than intro theme type spoilers, but no story spoilers. So I remember like, oh my god, I'm so excited because the Wano arc was starting, and I was excited to be caught up with that. I mean, I had been caught up since like around episode 700 or something like that. So it's not like, oh, I just caught up or anything. I was like, no, I've been caught up for a while. But I had been kind of off for a little while. So getting into this new arc was super exciting for me, right? So then I sit there and I'm watching this intro and I just, I have there's this just aggressive one dream, one wish, right? And I was like, whoa, right? And then it gets into the rest of the team. That whole shit. And I was just like, the fucking flip. It was just insane. And I loved it. And I watched that intro all the fucking time. Eventually, I got bored of watching the intros. So I stopped watching it, right? But I love that song. It's a great song, Sometimes I'll just hop onto YouTube and just look it up just because,
Yeah, I feel you.
So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. Is that I don't really need to watch the intro to feel a certain type of way about these animes. You know, which is why I skip them. But also because a lot of them do bore me, or they're not exciting or anything like that. And I think that speaks volumes to the show itself,
Yes.
because some people get turned off by the music of a show. Some people get turned off by the art style. Some people get turned off
Mhm.
by a million different things, right? For
Oh,
me,
yeah.
and I am on both sides of this coin. So Jujutsu Kaisen, fantastic fucking anime. I skip the intro almost every time that I watch the an episode. Like I watched the first time and then that was it. I think maybe I watched it one at a time. I just don't really watch intros, right? But Jujutsu Kaisen itself, fucking fantastic fucking anime, right? I love that shit. I want more. I've been debating reading the manga just to get more, but I'm also
It's
like,
the new kid on the block, and it's taking over Stone right
yeah. Right, so there's that. And then like I said with One Piece, like I fucking love One Piece as an anime. I don't need to like the intro, the current intro is not my favorite One Piece intro. It's just not,
now.
right? And then there's the flip of it where, like I said, people get turned off by a lot of different things. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I cannot stand that art style. And DJ has gotten mad at me for it. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, it's an art style. Get over it and watch the damn thing. And I'm just like, I fucking can't, you know? And maybe the show's fantastic and maybe I'm missing out on so much and XYZ and yada, yada, yada. But that art style, just, I can't do it. I just can't, you know? So yeah, anime intro isn't what makes or breaks a show. It's the show itself usually.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like I said, for me, the one exception is JoJo's, where I can't stand the art style.
Well, I'm saying like, I'm not saying that the intro is like the most important thing. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just when you have, especially when you have a good intro or a good outro, it's just like a nice little cherry on top of the cake. You know what I mean? And
Yes, I actually 100% agree with that.
like like I said, because I really don't give like if there's an anime with no intro or outro and it's still a good anime, I'll watch it regardless. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah, I get you. Funny you mentioned that. One Piece doesn't have an outro right now. It hasn't for a while.
oh, I know that because it will always cut to uh, that ending
Preview.
uh review. Yeah,
It goes to the preview, but it used to have outros a long time ago.
yeah. I'm pretty certain that I just don't remember because I haven't watched like the old stuff way back too many
Yeah,
years.
I get you.
But
Oh,
I'm just
sorry.
saying like all of a sudden you hear it, it's like, oh man, this sounds so good. I gotta pause it, look up the name of the song and who's the artist and whatnot, and you want to add it to the we joke about it all the time on the show. If you guys have listened, add it on the list.
Put it on the list.
So
Oh,
yeah, put it
what
on
is
the
it?
list, and
I'll
I
put it
did
on
put
the
it on my
list.
list. Like, and like, and there's very few anime songs I have, and that I put on my list, and you know, they're from different animes. I have a bunch of Attack on Titan songs. I have a bunch of DBZ songs.
Dragon, dragon,
It's
walk the dragon, dragon.
yeah,
Ball
exactly, that's one of them.
Sai.
And
Wasn't
just
Rob Zombie the one that sang that shit?
it was not Rob Zombie, was it?
I think it was, dude.
That was not Rob Zombie.
Look it
If it
up.
is,
Look it up right now. While you look it up,
okay,
I'm gonna bring up something. And
okay, go ahead.
well, oh shit. Actually, because of that, I lost it. I was gonna touch back on something that you had said, and now I forgot what it was. Fuck. Never mind. I guess. Fuck. What was it? It's gonna bother me now because I really wanted to talk about it, and I can't remember. Um. I don't know, but I'll touch on a different thing that I was gonna say. So I mentioned how art styles have broken shows for me, right? But
Mhm.
but it's not always that if it's bad. Like it's not always like that. I guess you could say because like you know that show Fire Force.
Oh, I know Fire Force.
Yeah, their art style not great in my opinion. It's crisp, it's clean, but it's not like there are moments where and like every episode where it's just kind of garbage in the animation department and the style department, um, which sucks and all. But like sometimes I'm looking and I'm just like, what is this drawing, man? You know. Uh,
Like
but the story
everyone
itself
has,
is so good that I just don't care.
yeah, I feel you, but like, not all animation is gonna be the same, and not all
I don't
animation is gonna
expect
be
it to be.
perfect. Not the illustrations are not gonna be perfect,
I don't
and
expect them
that's
to
just
be the
another.
same, and I don't expect it to be perfect. I just expect a consistency on animation. And
Oh,
more often than not, Fire Force has had some inconsistencies in its drawings. And
okay,
again, that's not to rip on them, that's not to put them down or anything like that. It's just to
yeah,
say that it's happened, and even that didn't break the show for me. I fucking love it.
yeah. I understand where you're coming from because especially when the animators get lazy and like they're not very intricately drawn well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can talk about that Shippuden fight scene between Naruto and Pain
Oh,
and the
I like that
animation
one
on
though.
that fight. Yeah, you said you didn't or you didn't?
I did. That's
Uh,
not true at all, bro.
uh,
I couldn't keep it up. That was fucking shit, man. I get why they
I
did it. They were
know.
trying to do the whole movie graphics type thing and all
Yeah,
that, and like it helped the fight. I get it, but
yes.
the thing
It's
about
like
that though is
God.
that it wasn't a bad animation. It was just a weird animation.
Yeah, no, it wasn't so much bad or weird. It's like it was lazy. It's like they just wanted to get it over with, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. However, I have to disagree. Um, on from my perspective, from what I have understood, the reason that that fight looks like that isn't because of laziness or anything like that, but because they were trying to over exaggerate the implications of what that fight meant. Um, which is why you see some stretched out faces and shit like that, right? I don't think it was
Yeah,
lazy. I think it was that aspect of it.
yeah,
I could be entirely wrong. I could, but that's what
yeah,
I have
and I could
understood.
be wrong too, and I understand this, but it's just like this is one of the most important fights in the entire story. What we can agree on,
Yeah,
and like if and for this being such a key fight for the story, and for it to progress afterwards, like you will want it. I don't want to say maybe not over the top, but like you want a certain idea or a certain look to what that fight should be and should be the result afterwards. And
right.
me personally, I just think they kind of missed the mark just a bit.
I mean, I see the argument for that, and I don't think you're wrong. I just don't fully agree with it, is all.
Yeah.
But
Like, that's just an example. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just saying, like overall, like consistency is very difficult to achieve,
true, true.
and and it's kind of like what I do with my YouTube videos. I'm trying to find consistency. Can I do one video a week? Can I do two videos a week? Because oftentimes I overthink things. It's like, oh, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? Am I going to show this amount? Am I going to show that amount? I'm going to show one thing. I'm going to show entirely different. Like I overthink a lot on my videos.
I get you. I
So
do.
it's like trying
My
to find a consistent thing to do. And sorry, you go ahead, man.
no, just my suggestion for that is figure it out. Like I know that sounds blunt and like well no shit, but also figure it out. Like make a schedule happen, you know? Like when I was doing
Yeah,
the weekly vlogs, I always had something to do, right? It was always let's go do this, let's go do that. Like my friend and I would go to the beach and go to San
yeah,
Pedro and we went to the National History Museum and
yeah,
we went to fucking a million different places and hung
yeah.
out. We always had something planned, right? I never knew how
Exactly.
long I was going to record for. I never knew how many things I wanted to show. I didn't know that. I didn't know a lot of things. I had an idea of what I was going to do and where, and that was that. And I would just film
Yeah.
and go from there.
Yeah. I know. But you would talk about with me this too because I was in a couple of your videos as well, and
Yeah, yeah, you have been in a
you
couple of movies. That's right. You were. I
you said
remember
you just want
you
to
went with me
about
to the company picnic. I remember that you went with me to. We went to Buffalo
Dubs.
Wild Wings one time
Went to Delamo Mall
with Christian.
with Christian, and we ate churches afterwards.
Speaking of
And
which, fucking that YouTube video has the biscuit story.
I know it does have the biscuit story, and you know, guys, you gotta let that go, man. I
It's
let it go.
funny.
It wasn't that funny to me.
You're the only one that doesn't think it was that funny.
Um, I was with you when we went over to your homie's house when he was having that barbecue.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's
We were
it.
talking about
I.
power. We had like a hour long talk about Power Rangers and wrestling. That's what
That's
we did.
right.
Like like a good 2 hours.
Yeah. So see, that's what I'm talking about. Is like those are planned or unplanned planned events.
Mhm.
You know, don't think about all the little details because you'll get lost in all of them. Just think of
Yeah.
the big overarching thing. You know, I want to show my closet. Cool. Let's let's do a Laker day. Let's do a Heat day. Let's do a Clippers day. Let's do a Celtics day. Like whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, have something broad, and then
Something, bro.
pick and choose the small details of what you recorded. You know.
Gotcha.
That's how I was doing my vlogs, and that's how I was able to keep them consistent because it wasn't I needed to hit all these points. It was just let me have a video. you know?
Yeah.
When you lower your own self expectations, you end up doing a lot more.
Hmm.
So, and that's not to put yourself down or anything. That's literally just you're going to do more the less you expect from yourself because you're not bound by anything. You just have fun and do what you love to do.
Absolutely.
So that's my
Right.
suggestion. That's my advice.
Totally get it, man. Totally. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Yeah, man. I'll definitely keep that in mind, and so hopefully just try not to worry too much and try not to overthink, because that's something I do a lot is overthink.
yeah. No, it's hard too. You know, people tend to fall into old practices easily. So yeah, just be aware of it, and you'll be fine, dude. Because you have great shit. That's why you have as many
Mhm.
subscribers as you do. So
Oh, dude. I know you watch a lot of Sorry to switch topics on you.
it's okay.
I watch a lot of. You know how you watch a lot of DBZ Abridged, or however you
Abridged.
bridged.
I haven't in a while, but yeah.
Dude, I just ran into this thing on YouTube that I just fallen in love with. It's about Yu Yu Hakusho,
Okay.
and they mixed in bits and pieces of King of the Hill with it.
Oh
And
my god.
dude, I am telling you, you will fall in love with these freaking videos. They are so freaking
God
funny
damn it,
because they
Bobber.
replaced Kuwabara. They replaced Kuwabara with Hank Hill, and it is the most. It's Yu Yu Hakusho. But it's just that they replaced Kuwabara with Hank Hill, and it is
Jesus.
freaking hilarious. It is hilarious.
Oh my
And
god.
this is the thing. Normally, I wouldn't like this stuff because I'm not a big fan of the Abridged series. If I'm being honest with
Okay.
you. And but I saw this. I was like, it always pops up on my feed, so fuck it, I'll watch it. And I was so pleasantly surprised because, like I said, I'm a huge King of the Hill fan. I think a lot of us are. I know I'm a huge King of the Hill fan. But so when they inserted Hank Hill as Kuwabara and he's doing Hank Hill lines with Yusuke and Hiei and Kurama, this shit is just pure jokes.
Jesus.
You gotta watch it, and you will not be disappointed.
Okay.
And you say that now, but when you watch it, especially the part bits and pieces when they run into Dale and Bill and Mauer and Cotton Hill,
Oh my
oh
god.
man, you'll laugh your ass off.
Send me a video, man. I'm gonna forget, so just send me a video.
I'll send you some links. Yeah.
For sure. Thank you. Anyway.
Yeah.
So for everybody watching, we plan to make this episode a little bit shorter. I have some things that I have to take care of. So we're gonna cut it here today. So sorry it's a little bit on the shorter side today. But I have to adult. So You know.
Both have to. It sucks.
Yeah. So catch us next week. But what you call it? Yeah, follow all our stuff as you can see down in the corner. Is our Instagram handle and our Facebook handle, and there's a link tree so that you can get to all of our other stuff. You guys know the drill already. Go
Oh, yeah.
follow all that stuff and like and subscribe and etc. etc. If you want. Buy some merch if you want, all that good stuff.
Please buy the merch.
Yeah. So we'll catch you guys next week. For the podcast and the live stream and all that shit. So, yeah, catch you guys next week. See ya.
Here, guys.